Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Inside the Paint. Today, we got my boy John here with his new setup. Just, gonna talk some basketball. We got big news: J.R. Smith, Avery Bradley, LeBron James. Always LeBron James. Come on now. Today was Kevin Hart's birthday. Goodness gracious, just a lot to talk about. Anything you want to say, Luke?
Welcome to episode 7 of Inside the Paint. Got a few topics to talk about. Pretty much everything that John stole. Yeah. But for all of you watching, I'm on my second jersey. Wore my Brooklyn one last time. Got the Doncic one right now.
Should I put on my jersey? That's not really a jersey.
Your jersey?
My shirt Z.
If you want. Okay. All right.
Oh, I do have it. Maybe not. Just don't peek. All right.
John, I never edit the video version, so.
You know who this is?
Yes, I do. Yep. I knew from the number. Kyrie Irving.
No, what the fuck is wrong with you? Colin Sexton, my boy Kyrie up and left. He can go fuck himself.
Okay.
Sexton is where we're at.
So, you actually brought up my first point, which is JR to the Lakers.
I know. Look at me.
So I guess my first question is how many oh my God, dude, I can't talk. Start now.
Just take your time.
Yeah. I'm going to restart that.
Okay.
What? Oh my God, dude. Why can't I ever talk when I'm like, it's only us two? I can't talk.
I don't know. Are you like
What?
nervous on me?
No. Okay. I'm gonna try. How low would you put J.R. Smith on your like depth chart if you're the Lakers? Like, what man would you put him on? He's not starting, but
No, he's not starting.
Seventh man, eighth man. I don't know what their rotation is, but
yeah, I think they're gonna put Rajon at starting point guard and put LeBron at small forward, which in turn, Danny Green will be the shooting guard, and then AD and JaVale. At least that's what I would do. So I'd put JR at I'd probably put him at my 7 or 8 spot because I'd probably have Kuzma at my 6, for obvious reasons. But, I don't know what J.R. Smith has accomplished in his time away from the NBA. Like if he's really gotten any better.
He says time has not been the best factor for him. He said that he thinks he's gotten not better, but he thinks he's gotten, I wouldn't say worse though, but he said that time has not been on his side.
Yeah, no, I totally get. I totally get. He's aging. He's old.
Yeah, this is probably his last run.
Who else is going to sign him after this?
Yeah, nobody.
This was like
I don't know. He's got signed over Isaiah Thomas, a younger guy. Yeah,
but Isaiah Thomas is not.
Would you sign Isaiah Thomas over J.R. Smith?
No, absolutely not. J.R. Smith has actually won a championship.
Yeah.
If I'm the Lakers GM and I'm winning a championship, I don't want this little, 5'9" midget running around who hasn't been able to consistently score a bucket since 2000.
Who had one good playoff run.
Right, exactly, and that was his one good year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm taking JR.
I will say big props to him for that good year, even though being the last pick in the draft.
Oh yeah, especially just for someone his size and everything, that's really challenging.
Yeah.
And, he was in the MVP talks and everything. He should have.
Yeah, but I think J.R. Smith would be a good depth guy. He'll definitely have a better factor than somebody else, like Isaiah Thomas or Wasn't there? Who was the other person that was up for the spot? I can't remember, but yeah, I don't mind JR. So we were talking about 2K21 in our last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the covers just came out.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of shit to talk. To Ronnie 2K, I need to talk to you real quick.
Okay.
But Dame for current gen, PS4, Xbox One, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Zion on next gen,
Right.
and Kobe on both
Right.
as the Legends player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just get my stuff out of the way first. Ronnie, great job with Dame. Thank you. We needed somebody that wasn't I wouldn't say he's not a superstar, but he's not like someone that everybody talks about all the time. He hasn't won a championship. He's had some great playoff runs, but nothing like serious. So thank you for putting him on the cover. It's not all about whoever wins the championship gets on the cover. On the other hand, Zion, what the fuck is wrong with you? 19 games, and you give him a cover? It took LeBron 10 years to get on the cover of 2K. And it just takes Zion 19 games? I get next gen, the next generation of players. Then get like Zion, Ja, and another person. Don't get just Zion because it makes you look like you're playing favorites. And a kid that's played 19 games does not deserve to be on the cover, in my opinion. You have to build your way. If you wanted to have a next-gen cover, have multiple rookies. Have Zion and Ja. I would be fine with that because it's showing a next generation of players. But it's making you feel like it's the next generation of LeBron, which is not true. Kobe, great job on Kobe. That's all I got to say. Okay, my rant's done.
Well, I think Damian Lillard was a good pick, actually.
Great pick.
Great pick. Gunner actually thought it was a horrible pick.
Well, then he doesn't watch basketball, so he's stupid.
He actually doesn't. He frequently sends me posts of like just this random fan page, and I'm like, oh, bro, you got to watch basketball.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Just stop.
I thought Damian Lillard was a good pick.
Great pick.
As for Zion, I agree with you. I think, put like Luca, Zion, and Ja.
Exactly. Luca. Yes. Luca, Trey, Zion. Like that one cover. What was it? It was 2K16. 2K16. I think they had Steph, AD, and James Harden, I think.
I thought that was wasn't that Kyrie's cover?
Oh, that was 2K18. Yeah, 2K16 had James Harden, Steph, and Anthony Davis on the cover.
Then who had 17? Was that Paul George?
2K17 was Paul George, yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, yeah, I mean, but actually I wasn't too upset about Zion being on there because, like, Zion is a huge, 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 huge starter. Like, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I'm using my phone, and sometimes the app crashes or it restarts. So if you're watching this, that's it. It's nothing. Like I can still hear you.
Okay, sweet. Well, I was just like, he's the next generation. Like, he's the biggest thing we've seen since LeBron James. And do I feel like he deserves to be on the cover all by his lonesome? Probably not.
No.
I don't really care all that much.
I do. Ronnie, change the fucking cover.
What pissed me off was the Kobe one.
Why? I like the Kobe one. The mural?
Hated it. I think
Did you see both of them, though?
Yeah, I saw both.
You don't like them?
I don't like them.
Why not?
Because I liked them until I saw another post. It was a post of Kobe holding, like, not a baby, but like a toddler Gianna. And I was like, oh, that would have been a perfect cover. Perfect cover.
Yeah, but I think the mural was pretty dope.
the mural was all right. It was all right, but I feel like, Gianna was super cool at basketball too. Like she could definitely hoop.
Yeah, she was.
She was gonna be revolutionizing. I would never watch the WNBA. I'd rather be shot in the fucking face. But Gianna would have made me watch.
I would have watched Gianna.
I would have watched Gianna. I only would have watched Gianna. But I feel like they did her an injustice by not having her on that cover.
I don't think she. I mean, I don't just because she's not on the cover. I think she's gonna be on like the loading screen or something. I can guarantee you she'll be in the game. I can guarantee you.
She fucking better be. If she isn't, Luke, I'm gonna kill myself. I need her to be on the loading screen.
She might be. I mean, I don't know about loading screen, but she'll. I think she'll be in the game.
You think she'll be in the game?
Not in the game,
Right.
but she'll be in the game in some way. Loading screen, picture in the background, something like that. They can't just leave her out. But.
Yeah, I do like how they included Kobe in that. That is a good.
Well, everyone was freaking out. Like once they released the Zion cover, they're like, "Oh, you're not posting. Why couldn't Kobe be on the cover?" I'm like, dude, there's 3 covers.
Right.
There's always a Legends edition, so Kobe's gonna be on it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
There's always one. I think it was Dwayne Wade last year. What was the year before that?
I think they should have put like Vince on there too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not called the Legend Edition this time. It's called the Forever Mamba Edition.
Yeah, that is true.
But I bet if Kobe didn't die,
Vince would be on that.
Vince would be on the cover, yeah. Which stinks, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss watching.
I'll miss VC, yeah. I never got to see him in his prime.
I never did too.
But
his prime was like 2005.
Yeah. But I'll miss him. Players that I have a whole list here of players that are not going into the 2020 season that opted out for various reasons, whether it be the protests, the COVID situation, not that family situations, all that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna list off, let's see, about like 8 players, and you tell me which one is probably gonna be the most beneficial or most hurt.
Okay.
What team would hurt the most by this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Go for it.
Okay, so Trevor Ariza, Davis Bertans, Avery Bradley, Willie Cauley-Stein, Wilson Chandler, DeMarcus Cousins, DeAndre Jordan, and Vio.
Who was the last one?
Vio, Victor Oladipo.
Yeah. What team does DeMarcus Cousins play for currently?
He is a free agent.
Okay.
So I guess I shouldn't have said that, but he is a free agent.
I mean, in my opinion, it's probably between Avery Bradley and Victor Oladipo. Because I think with Victor Oladipo, the Pacers can actually make a genuinely serious run, at least to the semifinals.
And it gives him more time to rehab. This gave him more time to rehab or recover.
It did. But I'd probably have to put Avery Bradley up there at number 1 just because the Lakers are everybody knows that they're going to go to either the Western Conference Finals or the ship. They're going all the way.
Yeah. Avery
Bradley is instrumental with that team. But actually, I think they made a really good move signing J.R. Smith.
I did too. I like that move.
Avery Bradley is a good defender, but very inconsistent scorer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We need consistency, and we can get J.R. Smith.
Off the basketball topic, did you see Patrick Mahomes?
10 years. 10 years. That is insane.
What is it, $475 million?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm going to look it up real quick. Most paid athlete ever. That's crazy. Agreed to a 10-year contract worth up to $503 million.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Good for him.
Yeah.
You know, 24 years old, you win a Super Bowl, you're like, man, life can't get any better. You sign a contract for $500 million.
He really did just sign a contract for $500 million.
But at least you got him locked down. At least you know he's not going to pull a Tom Brady and go somewhere else.
You think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be any good?
No.
You know,
Maybe.
I think,
You know what? Maybe. I think they'll be a little bit above 500.
yeah, I think they're going to make the playoffs, but I think they're going to get booted in the second round.
I know we're going fit inside the 50-yard line real quick, but can we just talk about the Bills? So, oh my God, dude. Once Tom Brady left, I'm like, this is our year. We're going to top the division. Patriots don't got anybody.
Who's all in your division?
We have the Jets, the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Patriots.
Yeah, I think you guys are. Well, maybe not because Cam Newton signed for the Patriots.
I know.
You guys might not be able to.
I saw that, and I'm like, you have got to be shitting me. Like, he hasn't been doing good, but I feel a new team might spark his revival.
That was a really good move.
No, it was not. Go somewhere else. I don't want you. We don't want you. I want to win the division.
Just by like the Patriots organization, they got arguably they lost arguably the greatest quarterback of all time and got one of the greatest quarterbacks of our time in Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Great move. And they signed him for 1 year. You know, if he doesn't work out for that 1 year.
They signed him for a minimum.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, which is crazy, but like they signed him for a fucking minimum. We're gonna do an extra topic here real quick.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna list off a lineup, and you have to name an NBA player that can score 50 on them.
Okay.
Okay. Gary Payton.
Okay.
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Hakeem. Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas is a point guard?
Huh? No, the old Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
And Kawhi.
Score 50.
Who do you think can score 50 on this lineup?
Who's
And I know you're gonna say LeBron, or you might say someone like LeBron, but think about it. Don't be the
power forward?
huh?
Who's the power forward?
Probably. Did Isaiah Thomas play power forward?
Isaiah Thomas was like short as fuck. I don't know exactly how tall he was.
The Bad Boy Pistons, Isaiah Thomas?
I thought that's who you were talking about.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. The Bad Boy Pistons. Yeah.
Isn't he like 6 foot or something?
I don't know.
Who is your fourth guy?
What do you mean left for?
Michael, Gary Payton, Isaiah Thomas.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Michael Jordan, Gary Payton, Isaiah Thomas.
Kawhi.
So I guess Kawhi would probably play power forward. Michael Jordan, small forward. Isaiah Thomas, shooting guard. But I don't know, honestly. I might have to say Kobe.
I definitely wouldn't say a power forward because Kawhi's a lockdown.
He is a lockdown.
So you just have to look at like the weakest link out of this lineup, and
I'm assuming that Kawhi is gonna lock down whoever I choose. Like,
yeah,
they're gonna have to score 50. I think Kawhi is gonna lock down this person, and I think nobody can hit better contested shots than Kobe. I mean, the man is the greatest scorer of all time.
I'll say Kobe. I like that answer.
But I will say LeBron James would probably score 80 on them. So
Well, that wasn't the question. It was 50.
it wasn't the question. That's the thing. So,
Okay.
LeBron can do anything.
Last topic is ESPN released power rankings for the NBA on the return. Did you see them?
I tried to ignore it, but I saw it.
That was the whole point. So let's see for you to
See him for the first time.
not see it for the first time, but guess like what's
Wasn't it like Bucks, Lakers? I thought the Rockets were way too high.
the Rockets. I didn't even look at it because I was waiting.
Oh, you haven't looked at it?
I had not.
Oh, jeez.
So let's look. If you're listening to this, I'll read them off to you. If you're watching this on YouTube, my screen is shared right now, and you can see our faces on the right. But number 1 is the Bucks.
I agreed with that.
2, the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Clippers would be lower than the Lakers, if I'm being completely honest. The Lakers are number 3. Oh, okay. So I guess it depends on the strength of the schedule, I guess. Raptors are 4. Really?
So I thought the Raptors should be a lot lower, but they do have a relatively easy schedule. They got LA, they got Miami,
Boston, Memphis, Milwaukee, Philly, Denver. I wouldn't say this is I think Orlando is one of the only.
Realistically, Orlando, Memphis, and Philly are like easy wins for the Raptors. Orlando doesn't have anybody.
No.
This has Ja. Fucking Philadelphia, I would be surprised if they win a game. Denver is a very young team, and I think Toronto can beat Boston.
Okay. Houston 5, Boston 6, Philly 7, Denver 8.
This
Miami
is off the most. Miami should be way higher, in my opinion.
So they face Denver, Toronto, Boston, Milwaukee, Phoenix, Indiana, OKC, and Indiana.
They have the hardest schedule.
Miami has the hardest schedule?
Oh, yeah. Like, the levels were released, and it said that Miami has, like, the toughest schedule, and the Pelicans have the easiest schedule.
Of course.
Right. They want to see Zion.
Of course.
Many games, which I can understand.
Dallas at number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Utah 11, OKC 12, Pacers 13, Magic 14. I don't like that.
You think that Magic or?
I think Orlando should be low.
Well, I mean, I think, look at the Pelicans. Their record is garbage. Just wait till these teams that are below Orlando. I think you'll agree that they're pretty good.
Portland Trail Blazers at 16, Memphis at 17.
Portland, in my opinion, should be rated a little higher, above Orlando.
I think Memphis should be above Orlando.
I do agree with that.
They have San Antonio, Utah, Milwaukee. Yeah. I think they should be higher than Orlando. 18 Sacramento, they're not winning a damn game. 19 Brooklyn, 20 San Antonio, 21 Phoenix, and 22 Washington Wizards. I completely forgot about the Washington Wizards in this entire playoff. I was like, who the hell are they? Like, I had no idea.
Yeah. I think Orlando is ranked a little too high, but I think they're relatively okay.
That's crazy. I forgot that Washington was even in this playoffs.
Did you hear about Chicago?
I did not. Maybe it depends on what news.
The other 8 teams that didn't get invited to Orlando are going to Chicago for the play-in tournament.
Oh, there's gonna be a play-in tournament. I wouldn't even want to play. That's like a participation trophy.
Well, apparently, I don't. Maybe I'm thinking. Maybe I'm just like imagining this, but I think whoever wins the play-in tournament plays in the actual tournament, like in Orlando.
I didn't hear anything about that.
I could be wrong, but I thought that that's what they were going to do.
I can look it up real quick.
Maybe it's the top 2 teams or something. But I don't know.
Will feature 16 teams currently slated to make the 2020. Oh. I think this is the. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see anything that says. I don't see anything about them coming back into
Orlando?
Yeah.
Got it. So, actually, I'll wait.
Wait for what?
I'll wait.
For what?
Do we have any other topics?
No, that was the last topic.
Okay. So, then you go say, all right, that wraps up. John, did you have anything else you want to say?
Okay, well, that wraps up this short episode. John, do you have anything else to say?
Actually, I want to pose a question. So a lot of people, for example, Skip Bayless, because he's afraid LeBron's going to win, have been saying that this year's championship should have an asterisk by it due to the amount of rest and how easy it'll be to win this championship. But people like Adam Silver said that this championship should have an asterisk next to it because of how hard it's going to be. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Is it going to be an easy championship to win or a difficult championship to win?
Well, it can go either way. It could be
points on either side.
It could be hard because people haven't played with their team in a while and you don't get that much practice. It could be easy because you've gotten some rest. It depends on the player.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a team decision, or it's not like an organization's decision on what asterisk it is. It's the player. If the player's feeling great after their COVID break and they're back in the gym, they're tearing it up. They tear it up in the playoffs. I mean, it's not really – it's easy or hard on the player, not like the whole league. Because LeBron – we haven't seen LeBron play yet, but if say he's terrible this playoff. I'm just saying, or AD. Fine, let's say AD is terrible. Then it'll be an asterisk because it was too hard of a season. Say they win it, but AD is terrible. That's what I mean. It just because it was terrible for AD means probably LeBron was carrying the whole team if they won the championship. So I don't think it's either. I think it's whatever the players think.
I think it's going to be harder because, like you said, a lot of people are getting rest, but at the same time, LeBron has the most discipline of any player we've ever seen. Man is obviously going to the gym, staying in shape, working on his shot and everything. Well, not every player is doing that. I mean, a lot of guys that you see in the media are doing it, but maybe some guys aren't. How do we know that Lou Williams, for example, is going to the gym? He's a key player for the Clippers, right? If he doesn't go to the gym, anyway. But I think the biggest challenge is going to be the Orlando bubble. No families, no anything. Did you?
Yeah.
The NBA is paying for porn in the hotel rooms.
I didn't hear that at all.
I'm pretty sure I saw that.
I think I've seen it though.
Yeah.
I think so. It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That's weird.
A
single man for Kemba though. I saw a quote from Kemba saying, "Oh, I'm single, no kids. This Orlando Bubble's gonna be a piece of cake."
Right, but I mean, not everyone is Kemba Walker, single with no kids.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for example, Kawhi Leonard, he has a wife, he has a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You think he'll be okay?
You know,
You're gonna have
if
guys.
if LeBron ever misses Bronny, he can just watch him on Twitch.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, LeBron James,
Bronny, if you ever want to come on the podcast,
just let us know.
just hit me up. We're free.
Yeah,
You know,
something free.
I'll make my plan. Listen, if someone knows Bronny out there, give me a contact. Did you see? I was watching this YouTube video. You know Cash from
Yeah,
YouTube. He was playing with Bronny. Did you see that?
yeah, I did.
And he faked his dad's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Bronny saying that Steph Curry was his dad?
What?
Bronny, I think it was on Instagram Live. He was asked like, "Who's your daddy?" And Bronny responded with Steph Curry. I thought that was pretty cool.
Bronny's a cool dude. I bet he seems like a really chill kid.
I really want to meet this man.
I do too. Listen, I swear, if I didn't know he was LeBron's like son, or like if he wasn't LeBron's son, I'd still want to meet him.
I would. He seems like a really cool person.
He seems like a cool dude.
Plus, if I meet him and he likes me enough, maybe he'll invite me over for dinner, like Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Get to meet Anthony Davis.
I don't know if Anthony will be there, but
James, Bronny James. Who's his youngest son? Like Bryce James?
Bryce, yeah.
Bryce James. His daughter James. I don't know what her name is. Izoko, whatever the fuck.
It was on the 2K loading screen one time, and I had it memorized, but I don't remember anymore.
So you don't have it memorized?
No. But Brownie,
You're Bronny.
listen. If you want to make a date and a time, I'll make my schedule clear.
Yeah.
I'll be like, listen, I got to record a podcast with LeBron James' son. I can't go to this wedding,
Right.
like that sort of thing.
That's pretty fair.
I don't have anything coming up, so I'm absolutely free. Don't cancel your option to come to us because we have plans. I'm not doing nothing.
Right, exactly. I think I can make the time for Bronny James.
And I think Will can make that time.
You know what pissed me off today? I put it in the group chat. I said, Will, can you join? I then looked to see if he had seen it. He saw it. Didn't respond. Didn't say anything. I'm livid with this man. Like, Kalen, I understand. He's, he has a life and everything. But, like,
Will doesn't have a life. Is that what you're saying?
well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like,
At least he said something.
exactly. Like, he's telling us. Like, I understand. Will probably has a life. We have a life. But, like, when you say, hey, can you record? And I say, I can't. I tell you. I say, yo, can't record. Kalen, can't record. Will, leaves us unopened. Okay, great. This fucking guy.
That's how it is. That's how it is. But, yeah, this is we didn't want you, because I think it's been about like a week and a half since we recorded last, so we wanted to do a little catch up. There's nothing much. What's today's date? The 7th?
7.
Well,
it is 6 technically, but
yeah. Well, we can. We really don't have any news. So,
like, let me see. Like an hour ago, announced to CNN that he was going to play for the Lakers.
Dwight Howard, yeah.
Wasn't going to sit out, which is good.
Yeah, but we will try to record a podcast every week. Without news, we'll think of something to do.
What's the special? When's the special going to happen, Luke?
Text Will and let him know. I don't know.
At this point, I'm thinking we should find someone else who loves Michael Jordan. Like maybe get Micah or something, and we'll try to sway your opinion. that way.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, but we'll definitely try and get a bunch of people on next time. But we just wanted to record one real quick, so we didn't not post anything for like 2 weeks because I didn't want that. But yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're listening right now and you want to listen to like a full unedited version of us just being stupid, then you can watch on YouTube. If you don't want to hear us be stupid, I would just listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast now. But yeah, we'll once college goes back and I'm back in Ohio, we definitely have to do like a face-to-face sort of podcast with me, you, Kaylin. Okay, you're not gonna say anything? Cool.
No, I agree. I think that's
okay.
Yeah.
All right, but make sure you like this video, subscribe. Okay, my video just crashed. That's cool.
Well, so I'm getting over here now, guys. So anyway, I just wanted to say that LeBron James is the GOAT, greatest of all time. Michael Jordan's awful. He's trash. He's fucking garbage. Kobe, he's like right up there with LeBron. Dwayne Wade, fantastic. Allen Iverson, fantastic. James Harden is better than Kobe. No, I'm sorry. I take it back. No. I'm sorry. I said the thing. I know.
Just stop talking. All right, we're gonna end this episode here before he says something else stupid.
James Harden is better than Michael Jordan. Kobe is the greatest shooting guard.
Just stop talking. Just stop talking before you say something else. We're gonna end this episode here. It's
Kevin
late.
Durant, greatest scorer, only behind Kobe. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter. Hakeem Olajuwon is the greatest center.
All right. Well,
John's the GOAT.
Thank you to our sponsor, Anchor, for this episode, and we'll see you next week.
All right. See you guys.